Day 29 is contrast. Well, wow, that's a wide open thing, isn't it? So contrast. It occurred to me while I was playing with this lovely old bit of text that our obsession with inking edges is really all about contrast. So contrast doesn't have to be strong and in your face and bold. It can be subtle. So you can just be after this sort of a contrast. And of course it can be light and dark. It can be textural. It can, smooth and fibrous. It can be about colour. And playing with squares of colour on different backgrounds is often very interesting to see just what a different effect you get with, for example, this dark pink toned over the green, over the pink, or over the tea-dyed. Subtle differences, but interesting differences. But I thought, you might notice I chopped off the offending button edges. I really, really didn't like that. So never be afraid to go back and change what you've done if you don't like it. I prefer this a lot now, and especially prefer not having stuff sticking out there. Anyway, I thought here we go, very strong contrast, having the pale on the dark. I think I like everything on the pink, that's my problem. Here's another bit of contrasting. Oh, look at that. It is exactly the right size. How cool is that? So this is a napkin over just a sheet of music. Ooh. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is cut this off here. And I found, when I was looking for other things, I found a little chomper I've forgotten I had. So let's just, I'm just going to lose that. Never mind. Never mind. No, I just want the mushroom. I love mushrooms. I'm going to just glue this in. So we've got a contrasting plain page with music paper, with colourful mushroom, into which we can add a bit more contrast with a lovely hairy bit of stuff. Look at that. And then on this page, I quite liked, I don't know what I like better. Maybe I like all of them together. I think actually I wonder what it would look like. See, layers. Layers is a very good way of getting more and more contrast. This is another bit of this stuff I don't like much, but it's increased contrast, isn't it? And if I put that, oh no, I can't stand it. I just have to chop off this. I don't know why I'm so anti these black dots, but I don't like them. Alright, so now, now I need to change everything, but that's alright. I think I might. I'll pop that one there. And that one there. And that one there. I think that'll do nicely. Again, I'm going to use, this is the stone paper, which is very shiny, so I'm not sure that glue stick would be sufficient. Yikes. And if I glue that over thought, whoops, you can have the contrast of crooked and straight, actually. But I don't want that. I want this to open up as more writing space. So let's pop this on here. Oh no, I'm doing it again. Popping. I'm popping. Stick that one on that one. And this one can go in as a tuck in the top. So we balance even with our contrast. Oops. Okay. Oh look. Then we can pop that one. Pop in there. Or maybe that one. I love how you take a page and transform it without knowing what you're doing. Speaking of which, for the second last prompt is shine. Now, funnily enough, I'm not really into shiny things generally, and so it was a bit of a like, oh my god, what am I going to do for that moment? And then I dug through. So this was my page, and I thought, didn't really want the pink, but I don't really know what I want. I'll leave that for the moment. So I found this bit of shiny stuff, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. What I wanted to do, let's just bend that back over there. Maybe we'll use it tomorrow. Because I thought what I'd like to try and do is some embossing. I don't even know if this is going to still work. I have had this for thousands of years. And I don't know that I've ever embossed. Isn't that funny? I've got, oh, ooh. Well, it's sticky. Had some pink on it. Okay, well, I guess sticky is good, right? Let's do a couple of dragonflies. Maybe we'll do all dragonflies. I think that might make quite a nice spread, actually. If it works. Cool. Okay, well, I did bring another stamp in. Let's try the keys. This is flying by the seat of your pants filming. Did I turn the camera on? Will this work? I don't know. Alright, so I found various embossing powders in my stash of things. Now I know people pour a whole lot on. They always seem to do it to excess. Oh, yeah, look. Okay. I'm going to have embossing powder all over the place. I can just see it. In my usual fashion. No, that's not going to work. Maybe I shouldn't have done it on this page. But hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I don't know if that actually stuck on that one. Oh yeah. All right, well. Oh no, it didn't really. Okay. Here's a heat gun I dug out earlier. Okay, I should have brought a brush with me as well. That's kind of fun. So, I guess you have to do it while that's still wet, right? Because now it's not sticking to any of those, but that's all right. We've got one shiny dragonfly and a whole lot of embossing powder. All right, this is a very messy process. Probably don't do it in here on the carpet. Still, actually, I mean, even though these aren't sticky, so I can't do them. And I might have melted that in. Let's just put that lid on. That's kind of, I like it. Maybe there's more embossing in my future. The other thing I've never used, having bought it on the recommendation of somebody I was standing next to in the shop, is this. Now this is pretty shiny. We just might make a shiny mess over here to cover up the keys, because I didn't much like those anyway. Okay, so it's nice, but it doesn't really do anything that Lumiere or even an oil pastel wouldn't do. This was pretty expensive from memory. So expensive I've torn the price off. So I don't know. I think there's cheaper options to get similar effects. And now I don't much like that either. Maybe we will use this shiny bit of stuff. I wonder what it would be like as a ruffle. Let's make a little waffle. Haven't done that yet in this one. So this, folding it like this, concertina-ing, that's your usual method of doing a ruffle. But I watched Corey Darman the other day, and she went that way and then that way alternately. So she ended up with a very different looking ruffle. Bit hard to see because of the lack of contrast. But anyway, let's just glue those on. I think probably need to glue them down. So you can tell shiny is not my comfortable place. I don't do shiny. Just like I don't do paper buttons. But hey, what are challenges for if not to teach us what we enjoy doing? So if I glue here, and we can pop, there I go again, put one shiny one down there. And then maybe one shiny one up here. And never again shall I try and emboss in a tiny desk space while filming, because now I got a mess to clean up. The last prompt for the month is celebrate, and honestly I feel like I just want to finish up. I'm going to tear that off. I feel like I would just like to celebrate that Junk Journal July is over. So let's pop it again with the pop. Celebrate. All right, let's start by figuring out something to do with this. I was actually wondering about using it as a closure. Ooh, it'd just wrap around too. I'll get rid of those buttons and have that as a closure. Now, getting rid of these buttons, easier said than done. Alright, let's forget about getting rid of the buttons. Let's that's going to have to wait. So to celebrate, I might just write a thank you. This is Meg Journal's idea. And I've filled another book, so hooray, hey? In here. These are some Edith offcuts. Having nothing planned and having made a huge mess on my desk, let's just finish with this. Actually, now that I've finished Junk Journal July and been pushed out of my comfort zone frequently and had some more practice with filming and uploading and all that jazz, now I can get back to what I was doing before this started, which was working on an Ode to Edith journal, hence all the offcuts. I just want to have this bird. Oh, it does move a bit. Steady. Celebrate by getting back to Edith. Look at that. That'll do nicely. She does need to be inked though, doesn't she? Every time. And actually, if I pop this in as another little kind of a belly band, yoicks. This the endless search for the pin. I've shined up my finger nicely. Then what I can do is actually, oh look, it'll fold in half. Beautiful. That can tuck in there. And we're done. So if you've watched these videos, I thank you very much. And we've got a whole lot of other ones planned. So I hope you'll hang around, subscribe, like, comment. Who knows, maybe there is somebody watching. See you for some Edith coming up. Bye.